Hello, everyone. We, the students of Global Business Management from Humber College, would like to present a detailed report on ANZ, Australia and New Zealand Banking Corporation. We would like to thank our professor, Cesar Paul Barosa, for this opportunity. The presenters for today are Miren Kapadia, Aksha Barar, Daksh Desai, Dishant Nagodra, Ishika Dingra, Jasprit Kaur, Madhura Bhatwadekar, Sarabjot Kohli, Tasin Syed, and Teddy Tartari. I would now like to call Jasprit.
Hello everyone. One by one, I will be discussing about Australia and New Zealand in detail. First, I will discuss about Australia. Australia has 26.6 million people, growing at 2.4% annually. The country is led by Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. The GDP of the country is 1.72 trillion US dollars, grows at 3%. The inflation rate of the country is 5.6%. Its key industries are agriculture, mining, and manufacturing. Now let's move forward to New Zealand. New Zealand has 5.2 million people, growing at 2% annually. New Zealand is led by Prime Minister Chris Hipkins. The country's GDP is 253.47 billion US dollars, grows at 0.6%. Key industries are agriculture, construction, dairy, and energy. Now, Miren Kapadia will take the lead.
Hello everyone. So I'm going to give you a brief introduction about the ANZ company, starting with the overview. ANZ Bank is situated in Melbourne, Australia. It is one of the largest, richest company in the country, offering banking services as well as financial services. This bank is ranked as the second largest based in market capitalization and fourth largest in terms of shares traded in stock exchange. Talking about the historical background, the ANZ was first established in 1970 after merger between the Australian New Zealand Bank and the English. Before then, ANZ has been created in 1951 from the Bank of Australia and the Union Bank of Australia between 1800 to 1899. Talking about the prominent position, it is one of the fourth largest bank in Australia with Commonwealth Bank, National Bank of Australia, and the Westpac. The primary activity of this institution is banking, intended for every citizenship, as well as companies all over the Australia, whereby it dominates the largest bank operating here. Previously, ANZ was operating under two names in New Zealand, and they were ANZ and the National Bank of New Zealand. Nonetheless, this day they have decided to retain as a ANZ. Talking about the global presence, ANZ has around 34 million. ANZ is around 30 available in 34 countries with a workforce of around 40,000 staff, which serves around 9 million customers. Products and services. ANZ avails a comprehensive product like financial products and services to its various customer segments for various needs. For retail customer, everyday banking is provided by ANZ, like savings account, transactional banking, and mortgage financial option. Personal loan products as well as credit card facilities are also available. Talking about the corporate banking solution, ANZ provides a business loan, trade finance, cash management, and international banking services in business sectors. Its specialty is offering finance to the small businesses and the large companies involved in import and export. Talking about the key milestone and the timeline, between 1835 to 1837, Bank of Australia and Union Bank of Australia respectively set up the ANZ. In 1951, the Bank of Australia merged with the Union Bank of Australia, leading to the foundation of ANZ. Talking about 1951, 1970, the ANZ fused with English Scotia and Australian Bank, forming the ANZ Group. In 2003, National Bank of New Zealand was acquired by ANZ, who turned to be the biggest bank in the country using the dual brand until they phased out of the National Bank in 2012. Now I'll request Tasin to take over.
I'm going to be discussing about geographical factors influencing the ANZ. First, let's consider the physical features of the region. Operating in areas with stable environmental conditions and abundant natural resources can reduce cost and risk exposure for the bank. Next, efficient transportation networks are crucial. They facilitate the movement of goods, services, and people. Regions with well-developed transportation networks provide ANZ easier access to markets, customers, and resources. Now, the regions with stable climates or proactive climate change measures offer a more stable operational environment. This stability is beneficial for ANZ's long-term planning. Now, the demographic composition affects the demand for financial services. Factors like age and income distribution help ANZ with its services to meet customer needs effectively. High levels of development, education, and quality infrastructure are essential for future growth. Regions with superior development indicators allow ANZ to diversify and enhance its services. Lastly, the culture and history shape consumer behavior and regulatory environments. Understanding these cultural and historical elements is crucial for ANZ to build trust and authenticity in the communities it serves. Next, we have Asta.
As we know that pest analysis is one of the major thing that a company needs to do before for operating its resources. Pest analysis highlights the external factors that a company must be navigating for strategic planning and maintaining its competitive edge. The first political factor that we have is the government policies and regulations. It is important that the company complies with the laws and regulations that the country has for the smooth ongoing operations and avoiding legal issues. Next is political stability. It is very significant that the company operates efficiently. So, political changes like the policy shifts and the political laws affect the banking sector. Third is regulatory changes. It is very important for the company to stay updated with the regulations. Coming to the economical factors like inflation, interest rates, and economic growth, it affects the company's working. Risk management is also important for the company to mitigate the financial risk. Marketing conditions like downturns and booms, like technology boom, is very much important. The social factors influence the working as well, like change in consumer behavior, the preferences the consumer has, demographic changes like influencing demands and supplies, technological adoption, like how fast the preferences and experiences are shifting and changing due to technological shift. Coming to the last pest, that is technology, we know that the digitalization era is booming a lot. So, enhancing service delivery and operational efficiency is very much important. And insights of the customer behavior and improve decision making. Next, we have Sarab.
Hi everyone. So I would be covering the topic role of culture and the firm. So the first we are going to start with business culture and practices. So ANZ operates in numerous countries with its headquarters in Melbourne, Australia. So it's a blend of local practices along with corporate cultures. So if we talk about the core values that ANZ have, that's integrity, collaboration, accountability, respect, and excellence. That plays a main role in maintaining consistent corporate culture. Moving on to the negotiation strategies. So ANZ is more of inclined towards Australian influence. That means it have a strategy of direct communication and mutual respect. Also, it have local adaptation, which means that like similar to Asia, ANZ prioritize building customer relations before negotiation. Now moving on to the motivations that ANZ have, that is customer focus. That means that they focus on the customer needs and then design the products according to their needs. Then we have innovation and digitization. Discussed in the previous slides that ANZ is moving towards modern technologies and fintech partnerships to meet the evolving customer needs. Now, sustainability is sustainable banking practices and environmental initiatives for the benefit of stakeholders and society. And employee engagement, that's the most important because that emphasizes on employee training and creating a healthy workplace culture. Moving on to the global expansion, that means a focus on expanding towards emerging market opportunities. Now, I would like Ishika Dingra to take over from the next slide.
Opportunities. Market expansion. Leverage local knowledge to increase market share with relevant products. Innovation. Embrace digital banking and collaborate with fintech firms to meet customer demands. Challenges. Regulatory compliance. Navigating diverse legal system is complex and resource intensive. Culture integration. Balancing a uniform company culture with respect for regional practices as requires careful management. Next, we will talk about interplay of mother company and subsidiary cultures. Autonomy with alignment. Subsidiaries respond to local markets while aligning with ANZ's corporate culture and strategies. Brand consistencies. ensure brand consistencies and operational effectiveness through communication, culture training, and organizational support. Next, national business culture. Australia's business culture, emphasizing transparency, fairness, and work life balance, serves as ANZ's default, promoting high standards of corporate governance and ethical conduct globally. Next, Miriam will continue. Thank you.
So I'm going to talk about the firm strategies of ANG Corporation. Starting with the successful penetration of the region, ANG has become the well-known and trusted bank in the Australia and the New Zealand region, tailoring its strategies to fit each region's need. They successfully expanded their market presence by focusing on the regional growth and the diversification. Talking about the strategies pursued, which should be the past and the present. Talking about the past strategies, ANZ acquired banks like Bank of Adelaide, National Mutual Royal Bank, boosting the market value. They expanded their services into insurance, investment, and the wealth management. They introduced ATMs and the online banking, making banking more convenient. Talking about the current strategies, they focus on the digital services like ANZ app for the better customer experience. They invest in sustainability like funding renewable energy products. They use the data analytic to offer the personalized services, and they also expand into Asia Pacific region for the more growth opportunities. Now I will request Madhura to take over.
Hello, everyone. Let's discuss the successful navigation of geography and business culture. ANZ understands and adapts to the unique economic and regulatory environments of Australia and New Zealand. They maintain a good reputation by following local laws, engaging in public discussions, and being transparent. Their corporate social responsibility activities like credit education and social support also boost their image. The fourth one is evidence of success. ANZ's success can be seen through its large market share, strong financial performance, and innovation banking solutions. It's one of the top four banks in Australia with a strong presence in New Zealand. They are known for their financial innovations like ANZ App and ANZ Blade Pay and continue to grow by hiring more staff and operating new branches. The fifth is analytical timeline. Since the 1970s, ANC Bank has undergone significant changes. Initially, the bank focused on growing its insurance and investment sectors. In the 1990s and 2000s, ANC adopted modern technologies and expanded through bank mergers, introducing digital tools like ATMs and online banking. In the 2010s, ANC increased its presence in the Asia Pacific region and continued digital innovation. Now, in the 2020s, the bank emphasizes eco friendly practices, customer satisfaction, and managing strong financial performance to stay ahead in the market. Now, I would like Teddy to continue.
Everyone. From our research, we have extracted 4 key summary points about the situation of ANZ regarding its prospects and challenges. 2 of the key prospects of ANZ are that first, it has a stable and regulated financial system that is going on for both countries. They also have a high consumer consumption and good government support. Another prospect is their global supply chain. Although recently the geopolitical situations and COVID-19 affected their global supply chains, they have had a very good recovery trend, and their support for cross-border transactions and their high amount of international operations help a lot, not only ANZ, but also the businesses that trade internationally. The challenges. ANZ has been competing with a couple of old traditional banks like Commonwealth Bank, Westpac, National Australia Bank. These banks have always been very established and have always stayed competitive with consistent investments in financial products and technology. On the other hand, another challenge is that there are a lot of new banks, especially digital-only banks that rely heavily on technology and use a lot of data analytics and artificial intelligence, and they seem to attract a lot of younger customers. Moving on next with DAX. Thank you.
I'll be talking about the SWOT analysis of ANZ. ANZ. ANZ for the strengths. ANZ's formidable reputation are known for being reliable and trustworthy, attracts and retain the customers. An extensive network and strong digital services make ANZ easily available to a varied customer base. with multiple branches and solid online presence. Weaknesses of ANZs are as follows, such as high cost. Having numerous branches is expensive and can impact earnings, particularly as more individuals opt for online banking. Opportunities for progress and development. ANZ anticipates significant opportunities for growth in the Asia Pacific region because of its robust economic expansion and increased need for financial services. Threat for ANZs are competition in fintech. Traditional banks are facing significant threats from emerging financial technology companies. ANZ need to keep innovating to stay competitive. Economic likes like economic risk like changes in commodity prices, trade disputes, and political uncertainties can impact ANZ's financial stabilities and operations. Now, my friend Dishant will continue.
So basically, I'll be concluding our research topic. So ANZ Bank, it is one of the largest financial institutions which was extensively operating in both Australia and New Zealand. It started back in the 19th century, and ANZ has grown through strategic mergers and acquisitions, solidifying its position in the banking industry. ANZ's performance is influenced by geographical factors, benefiting from excellent transportation infrastructure, favorable climatic conditions, and high development in its region. Understanding local demographics, culture, and history has been crucial for maintaining its reputation and accurately assessing the customer needs. Despite the challenges in the regulatory compliance, cultural integration, and competition from fintech companies, ANZ continues to balance maintaining corporate culture with adapting to the local markets. The economic stability of Australia and New Zealand, combined with a strategic focus on the Asia Pacific markets, allows ANZ to leverage its network, reputation, and innovative capabilities for sustained growth. Vigilance against economic risk and ongoing innovations will be essential for ANZ to remain competitive in the global banking industry. Thank you.